What's up, guys? Welcome back to video number 3, and what we want to do in this video for you is break it down exactly how you can apply what we've taught in the previous video. Paul obviously went over the numbers with you guys. I gave you the formula, but what most people they do when they get started with the company that they're in is they try and do too much themselves. They try and set up their own website, they try and create their own blog, and plain out and simple, they just don't know how to do it. They don't know how to set it up themselves, or they spend too much time in the beginning doing all that. They like try and create a team training site, but they don't even have a team set up yet. But Paul has actually got a pretty funny story about what he did in the beginning for you.
Yeah. So you guys, to be honest with you guys, we all make mistakes in network marketing. So don't feel like a fool or a failure if you do. All right. This is one of my mistakes, and I didn't realize, there is a formula to success in this industry. So before I even had a team, all right, I would go and build a team. They'd all drop off. I'd go and build a team. So then pretty soon I started trying to find other ways to succeed. Just like you guys are doing right now. The reason that you clicked on these links, the reason that you started watching these videos, and if you've made it this far, like I said, I commend you for that. The fact that you're still here on these videos watching, you want success, all right? So here's the deal. I wanted it too when I was going out and looking for all sorts of, different successes and different venues, prospect this way, prospect that way, prospect that. I finally realized, well, training's, a great thing to start. So I started up my own website. I went to Weebly. All right. Yeah, I'm promoting for them, sure. Here's the deal, you guys. I went to Weebly and I started up my own website, basically click and drag, made it look pretty cool. All right. The funny thing was, I made a training site but had no one to train. What your two major goals that you need to work on is influence, number one, all right, and building, leads, number two, getting those leads coming to you all the time. That's exactly what we're starting to do now, you guys. Once we realize, okay, those are the things that we need to focus on, because once you get people signing up nonstop, once you get people coming to you with their credit card in hand, yo, I need to get started, you're going to realize, all right, this becomes a lot more simpler. You don't need to focus on any of that anymore, and all you need to focus on is the training. Okay, so what I want to do is, hand it off to Nick, and he'll give you a little bit story and an example on how exactly, that all looks.
Yeah, and like Paul says, the two main goals is generating leads and having influence to get people to buy what you're selling, right? If you don't have influence, if you can't, convince people and share a story in an effective and compelling way to get them to join your team, then plain out and simple, they won't join you. And if you don't have enough leads, then, you're not going to have enough eyes in front of your offer. And what most people do to generate leads is, they create a massive list of their friends, and they cold prospect a lot of people, they hand out a lot of business cards, and they try and get those people to show up to a home event, to show up to a home meeting, a hotel event, and close them into their company. But one idea that kind of changed my paradigm a little bit and kind of shifted me in a different direction as how I brand myself online is, when you guys do a home event, when you do a meeting, when you do a three-way call, what you're doing is you're building your business out of sand. And don't get me wrong, you can build a massive business that way, flying around, doing all the events and everything, but what happens when you stop? It's just like a sandcastle. You can scoop up a lot of sand on the beach, I'm sure you've been to the beach with family members, friends, just having fun, and start stacking the sand up, build a pretty cool castle. I know if you go on like Google Images, you look up sand sculptures, there's some badass things on there, but what happens when you leave it? What happens when you walk away? The tide will come in and it destroys your castle. And if the tide doesn't come in, you can best believe a little kid is going to come by and karate kick the thing that you just made and destroy it, right? And you come back a few hours later, it's completely gone. Now I want you guys to imagine this, okay? You have the blogging platform, you have the blogging system that is set up for you automatically to where all you have to worry about is generating leads, and it's going to produce sales for you automatically to where you can get 1 to 2 sales every single day. So when you post up a blog post, when you make a video, you make a post on Facebook, on Instagram, it's like you're placing a single brick out there online, and it's not going to go away. Now I'm sure you guys have heard the saying, Rome wasn't built in a day. This is the exact same thing. Rome, it took a long time to build, you guys, but people will fly from all over the country to go see it and walk through and literally marvel at that empire. What we want to show you guys how to do isn't how to build a business that is going to be built up overnight then crumbled the next day. We want to show you how to build a long-lasting empire made of bricks, made of stone, that is going to last your entire lifetime. So I want to introduce you guys to some people that have stumbled across this information, that I have been introduced to, that I've heard their stories, and that understand this and have applied this method and this information and this blogging platform into their business and have used it to grow their primary organization. You know, whatever company you guys are with in network marketing, in your home-based business, this is going to teach you and show you how to get great results in it and how to start applying it. Because Paul and I, you know, we're a part of our own company, and we use this information, we use this platform, we use this training, these resources to produce 1 to 2 sales every single day. So with that, you guys, I want to introduce you and let you hear their stories.
Right? Yes. We had a guy at our conference. Dave, you see this? A guy came to our conference and he can't hear. You see that guy? And we had a guy, Justin. He's a long-haired hippie guy making $40,000 a month at Empower Network, one of about 30. And he came up on stage and he invited one of his team members, and it's a little bit of an overweight guy, right? Who can't hear. And he just last year got a hearing implant so he can start to hear with the implant. And he got up on stage and he said, and Justin, he looked at him and he said, "What's your best day ever?" And the guy looked at him and said, $1,000.
What I love and respect about David is there's no excuses. You know what I mean? What's the most money you ever made in one day in Empower Network, brother?
In one day, $1,000.
And I looked at that guy on stage, and one that he ain't as smart as all of us is that he ain't got what we got in life. He ain't got the gifts some of us got, right? He's got to go through life with struggle. And I looked at that guy and said, in any other deal, that guy was sitting in the back crying, hoping for something great.
You never know how powerful you are until you get around a group of people who are going to empower you and lift you up and believe in you, even when sometimes you can't believe in yourself, just like people did for me when I was down at the bottom. Guys, I've seen people make $700,000 in 30 days. I've seen a deaf man up on stage make $1,000 a day. I've seen a bald guy who never made any money before, right? From a little trailer park up in Michigan make $20,000 a month. I've seen an ex-homeless guy who had a drug addiction make hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. I've seen things. I've seen a woman over in Australia who had a spinal disease that couldn't even get out of bed, who had to lay there typing like this because she couldn't stand up for more than 5 minutes, making $30,000 a month. Guys, I've seen people in the audience with tears rolling down their cheeks because they knew that they were in the right place at the right time. Guys, I've seen a lot, but I'm telling you something, I ain't seen nothing yet.
So I hope you guys enjoyed those testimonials, all right? And you're almost there, all right? This is going to be our very last module here and next. But I want you guys to realize, like Nick explained earlier, we are only using this blogging platform, all right, that you're going to be hearing more about in this next module. We're only using this to build a business we're actually both involved in right now. We love network marketing to death. We love network marketers. We love people, all right, who are going out there and getting people to come to them. And here's the thing, we want you guys to be a part of that, all right? So this last module, we're not going to be in it. We're actually going to have one of our best mentors speaking on this, guys. And here's the thing. This guy's gone probably through more pain and misery in his life than most of us have. Yet somehow, through the midst of it all, right, he rose up and created a company that's helping people in all sorts of different companies. Something that's completely different, revolutionary to network marketing altogether. All right, helping every single network marketer in any company go from 0 to recruiting 1 to 2 people daily. All right, so with that, you guys, click on the link below. Watch this last video. You're almost there. Watch this last video. All right, you guys, and I hope we can get in touch soon.